Fasting has been a major emphasis in the lives of many of the great spiritual leaders throughout history. John Wesley, the founder of the Methodist denomination, fasted every Wednesday and Friday and required all of his pastors on staff to do the exact same thing. Effective ministers of God, from the Apostle Paul to Martin Luther to John Calvin, made it a continual part of their walks with God. None of those men had a formula fast, that was the only right way. Fasting is about the condition of the heart, not the number of days or the contents of your stomach. Let me say that again. It's about the condition of your heart, not the contents of your stomach. Since there are different types of fast, it's important that you select one that is doable. Difficult? Yes, but still doable. If you've never fasted before, then saying you're going to do a 40-day fast of nothing but water is only setting yourself up for failure. So don't do that, okay? If you've never fasted before, then you want to start with small steps. Maybe fasting one meal a day or fast every other day. The important thing to remember is that fasting is about the condition of the heart, not the contents of the stomach. Okay, let me repeat that. Fasting is about the condition of the heart, not the contents of the stomach. Let me give you some fasts that modern day leaders and pastors, as well as biblical figures, have done, okay? So there's the Esther fast. That's no food or water for 3 days. Okay, I tried this one time and I think I honestly lasted for maybe 3 hours. It's tough, it's really tough. Another fast is a full fast. Now this is only liquids. You can do just water or do juice or maybe other liquids, but it does not include putting like a bologna sandwich in the blender. Okay, we're not doing that. All right. So it's water, juices, maybe like some chicken broth or something like that. A third one would be the Daniel fast. And this is a popular one with a lot of people because there's still eating involved, but it does limit what you eat. Daniel, in the book of Daniel, fasted 21 days, and he consumed no meat, alcohol, sweets, or bread. This is actually a great fast if you're a diabetic or have low blood sugar. The problem that I find with the Daniel fast is that people, when doing this, they become so focused on what food they can and cannot consume that they end up spending their fast making sure they don't break a fasting rule by possibly eating something with a grain of sugar in it. And then their fast actually becomes a religious exercise that it doesn't please God and it does not move our hearts and souls closer to our Creator. It really just makes us more religious. Remember, fasting is about the condition of the heart, not the contents of the stomach. It's voluntarily laying aside food to gain spiritual insight and direction. It's a discipline. It's not a delight. Another fast would be the partial fast. Now, when you abstain from certain foods or certain meals that you designate in advance. And then finally, there's the sunup to sundown fast. This is where you don't eat anything, obviously, while the sun is up, and you drink only water throughout the day. No matter what fast you choose, I highly recommend you add to it media and social media. These are the other voices that are constantly screaming at us every single day. And a fast helps us quiet the voices so we can tune in to His voice. So turning off or at least greatly limiting these voices will help make your fast more successful. Only fasting media is not fasting. Only getting off of Facebook is not fasting, okay? Fasting is voluntarily laying aside food for a spiritual benefit. Turning off the media intake, it's necessary addition to our fast, but not a fast on its own. So today, why don't you decide which of these fasts you will feel that you can achieve? Go ahead, write it down if you need to, but purpose it in your heart, and then we can take the rest of this week to prepare our bodies and spirits to begin our fast on this Sunday. Tomorrow, we'll discuss preparing our bodies and lives to begin that fast. And just so you also know, next week while we're in the fast, South Point Church as a whole will be going dark on social media. We will ourselves be fasting all things social. All right, so tomorrow, we'll be looking at these new things.